Hey friends, welcome to my kitchen. If you're familiar with my baking videos, then it is a little bit of a change of venue, but I thought I would switch things up on you today. It's summertime and we are actually enjoying a crazy summertime storm. It's like torrentially pouring out there. I'm just waiting for the thunder to start crashing over us at any moment. But today I've come together with a bunch of other Kane community creators to bring you some great and delicious ideas for some summertime picnic recipes. The playlist is going to be full of recipes that will help you plan the perfect summer picnic for your family and friends. For this collaboration, I'm going to be making my s'mores brownies. They are so delicious, they are always a crowd pleaser, and they're semi-homemade, so they're perfect for busy moms. Be sure to go check out all the other channels at the end of the video so you don't miss any of these delicious ideas. Since I grew up in Southern California, our summer picnics always took place on the beach. My grandparents had a beach house, and I just have the best memories of that. We would bring tons of food, my mom would always bake brownies, and we'd make sandwiches, and we would just have so much fun. I'd be playing out in the ocean with my cousins for hours, and those were the days. I'm all about doing things semi-homemade. I am a busy mom and I don't always have time to be making things from scratch. So for this recipe, I'm going to be starting off with a brownie mix. This is the Betty Crocker fudge brownie mix. The one important thing is that you want to make sure your mix is for a 13x9 pan of brownies. You're also going to need half a cup of oil, a bag of chocolate chunks, 3 eggs at room temperature, a bag of mini marshmallows, and then some honey graham goldfish. Now obviously some of these are just general s'mores ingredients and you can kind of play with them and substitute out for your favorites. I'm gonna start off by cracking my eggs into a large mixing bowl. So let's see if all of my hours of watching Rosanna Pansino have paid off. Whew, yes, I did it! Aw, shell. I was close. This one-handed egg crack thing's kind of fun. This is a proud moment here. I just did all 3 eggs one-handed. Now with a spoon or some sort of mixing device, you want to make sure those eggs are really well mixed together before you add the rest of your ingredients. Once your eggs are mixed up, then it's time to add the brownie mix, which is always a fun rip and dump experience. Then you're gonna add your half a cup of oil. Again, you want this to be at room temperature if you happen to keep your oils in the fridge. And I think I forgot to mention this in the ingredients part, but it's just water. Everyone's got water on hand. So you're gonna need 3 tablespoons of water. 1, 2, 3. And then stir to combine. Try not to get it all over my nice shirt. I mean, my shirt's not fancy or anything, but it's super comfortable and it's one of my favorites. My friend Jennifer brought it back for me from Vietnam, and it has little cats on sleeves. You know, cat lady all the way. Make sure there's no clumps and that you have a nice smooth batter. I've decided that counters are made for tall people and not for short people because I'm always like this, trying to like stir things when I'm baking. Or if you were taller, it would probably just be like nice and natural to be stirring down at like waist level height. Does anyone else have that problem? No? Bueller? Bueller? Now because of all of the delicious things that make these brownies s'mores brownies like marshmallows, we want to prep our pan really well so that it's not some huge sticky mess when we try to get them out. So my mom taught me this really handy dandy trick. I've only done it like once, so let's hope I can do it again. But you flip your pan over, 13x9 of course, and then you take a piece of foil and you press it down over the sides, and then you kind of like tuck in the edges. I made this piece rather large, so that makes it a little more difficult. But basically you want to kind of do it like you're wrapping a present. Once you've got your foil molded to your pan, you take it off carefully, flip your pan back over, and then you just pop it right into the bottom, and voila, it'll make pulling your brownies out of the pan super, super easy. Even though you're using foil, you definitely still want to make sure you spray very, very well because eventually you're gonna have to take the brownies out of the foil too, and you don't want that to be a big sticky mess. Now that your pan is prepped, it is time to pour our batter right in there. Oh man, that looks so good. Oh, this bowl is really heavy. This is the first time I've used this thing. And then you just want to spread your batter out evenly in the pan. Now Then we're just gonna pop our brownies into the oven for 350 degrees for 22 minutes. Now that's just what the back of my box happened to say, but if you're following a different recipe, just be sure to err on the low end of the time, because once we put the marshmallows on, we are gonna have to pop it back into the oven for a couple of more minutes, and there's kind of nothing worse than overdone brownies. Once you pull your brownies out of the oven, you are just going to put a single layer of marshmallows all over the top. You want it to be well covered, but you don't want them to be stacked like a few marshmallows high because they won't quite puff up right. So like I said, single layer is important. You're gonna pop this back into the oven for just a few minutes, but definitely keep your eye on it because you don't want them to just become like melty goo. You just want them to puff up nicely. While those are baking, you can eat your strays. Once your marshmallows have puffed up, then you are going to sprinkle your chocolate chunks over the top. You want these to be nice and evenly distributed. Of course, if you so desire, you can always go the traditional s'mores route and break up Hershey's bars and sprinkle those over the top, but you know, this is just really quick and easy. Once you've got your chocolate spread out on there, then we are going to switch over to the honey graham goldfish. I think especially with kids, these are so cute and adorable. I know Gracie absolutely loves them, but of course, again, if you want to put in the effort and the time, you can break up regular graham crackers and put those on there as well. Now you've got to let these cool really well before you take them out of the pan, remove the foil, and cut them. Voila, that is it. These are so quick and easy, and they are just so delicious. I can't even get over it. We're gonna have to do a taste test here in a second. Oh my god, so good. Heaven and a brownie right here. Don't forget to go check out all the other videos in the playlist. I know there's gonna be some amazing recipes on there. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel down below if you haven't already. We would love to have you as part of the fam. And leave a comment and let me know which of the other recipes was your favorite. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all later. Bye!